Fun and amazing facts about animals. 1. The giant Pacific octopus has 9 brains, 3 hearts, and blue blood. Let's explain it. Octopuses have 9 brains because each of their 8 tentacles has its own mini-brain that allows them to each work independently of the other. 2. Hummingbirds are the only birds that can fly backward. Let's explain it. The hummingbird can move its wings 180 degrees in all directions, allowing it to fly backward, upside down, sideways, change directions mid-flight, and even hover in place. It is the only bird in the world that can do this. 3. The largest spider in the world is the South American Goliath bird eater. Let's explain it. It is the largest spider in history by length and weight of approximately 6.2 ounces and measuring 5.1 inches long. 4. Sloths spend most of their lives living in a tree, about 98%. Let's explain it. The word sloth means lazy. Sloths eat, sleep, breed, and even give birth, all while dangling from the tallest branches of the trees in Southern and Central America, with the help of extremely specialized claws. 5. Flamingos are not actually pink. Let's explain it. These clever birds are born gray but turn more pink-colored over time because of the food they eat. The algae, brine shrimp, and larvae that flamingos love to eat are filled with a special red-orange pigment called beta-carotene. 6. A cheetah can reach speeds from 0 to 113 kilometers per hour in a matter of seconds. This is even faster than a sports car accelerates. 7. Lions are very lazy creatures. Lions love to snooze and can rest for around 20 hours a day. 8. If you cut off a snail's eye, it will grow a, not that we recommend cutting off a snail's eye, but if it does happen to lose one, it can cleverly grow a new one. Handy. 9. Sea turtles never meet their parents. Let's explain it. After a sea turtle lays its eggs, they return to the sea, leaving the nest and the eggs to grow and develop on its own. 10. There are one species of bird that can fly for 6 months without landing. Let's explain it. The alpine swift is able to stay airborne for over 6 months before touching down. It takes up huge amounts of energy, but this bird can spend 200 days flying through the air without stopping. 11. Koalas and humans have very similar fingerprints. Let's explain it. Koalas and humans' fingerprints can sometimes be so identical that even under a microscope, it is still difficult to distinguish which belongs to who. There have even been a few reported cases of a koala's fingerprints confusing forensics at crime scenes. 12. The U.S. military trained bottlenose dolphins. Let's explain it. The U.S. Navy worked with bottlenose dolphins and California sea lions from around 1960 to help with mine detection and design new submarines and underwater weapons. They tested numerous underwater animals, including some sharks and birds, to find out which would be most suited to the job. 13. Bats are not actually blind. Let's explain it. You may have heard the phrase blind as a bat, but this is all nonsense. Bats can actually see perfectly well using some pretty interesting adaptations. 14. Polar bears are not white. I'm sure if you asked many people the color of a polar bear, they would say white, but this isn't entirely true. Their skin is a very different color. It's black. 15. A butterfly has about 12,000 eyes. The monarch butterfly, one of the most beautifully patterned of them, is known for having 12,000 eyes. I bet they never miss anything. I wonder why they would need so many. 17. Penguins propose with a pebble. Let's explain it. Genta penguins may possibly be the most romantic in the whole animal kingdom. When they are ready to mate, they look all along the beach for the smoothest pebble to give their mate. 18. The chicken could be the closest related animal to a T-Rex. Let's explain it. Scientists have compared the DNA of a 68 million years old Tyrannosaurus rex to several modern-day species of animals, and it was concluded that chickens are the closest match. How about that for a terrifying relative? 19. An animal called the flying fox isn't a fox at all. Let's explain it. This interesting creature is, in fact, a type of bat or megabat. It reaches lengths of up to 1.5 meters. That's the size of a human adult. I wouldn't want to come across one of them in the dark. 20. Sea otters hold hands when sleeping, so they don't drift apart. Let's explain it. They don't, however, hold any otter's hands. They will either pick their mate or an otter from their family. They do this to avoid getting lost or swept away by strong currents when they fall asleep. 21. Cows have best friends and are happier when they're with them. Let's explain it. Studies have shown that cows' heart rates increase with a cow they know and recognize. Just like humans, they develop connections with fellow friends. 22. Rats laugh when you tickle them. Let's explain it. Although inaudible to human ears, tickling does make them giggle. Just like humans, though, the rat will laugh when tickled only if it's already in a good mood. 23. Not all dogs bark. One particular type of dog, called the Basenji dog, doesn't bark. They will instead make an unusual yodel-like sound, unlike all other dog breeds. 24. Cats can't taste sugar. Let's explain it. If you feed a cat something sugary, it can't taste it. Cats are the only mammals who can't taste sugar or other sweet flavors. Since cats do not need carbohydrates in order to survive, they do not need to be able to taste sweet tastes. 25. Whales sleep with half a brain, so they do not drown. Let's explain it. These clever aquatic mammals must periodically return to the surface to breathe, as they cannot breathe underwater. So, how do they sleep? Well, they can, but only half of their brains sleep at a time, leaving the other half still alert and ready to adapt to their surroundings.